Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing fine, or feeling fine. I say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I say hello there, all my dear fellow human beings. I do not approve of all the works or the deeds or everything that people do. Of course, especially not the unjust and evil things or the evil intended lies and so on, bearing false witness and so on. But I do love the potential of you all. The potential you have in your heart, all my dear fellow human beings. The potential you have of unselfish love, on doing unselfish love, of practicing unselfish love, righteousness, neighborly love, fairness, justice, which is the same, compassion, mercy, kindness, goodness in general, goodwill towards others in general, that potential you all have in your hearts to do so. And say no to all the opposite of that. To embrace goodness and avoid and deny doing evil. That I love. That is the potential I love that you all have in your hearts. Know that. No matter your religion or your cultural background, no matter your age, no matter your gender, no matter the location where you live in this world. None of these things matters. All that matters is who you are, what you do, how you treat your fellow beings. And here I include the animals. That also matters. When you understand this, with all that in mind, I'm going to tell you that I challenge Christianity. Today I challenge Christianity, which is a man-made lie. I know there are variations of Christianity, and I cannot, of course, not guarantee that there is not one who actually followed Jesus, who actually literally tried to do what Jesus told the disciples and everyone else to do, to practice righteousness, to strive to improve yourself morally, to do the right thing. I cannot exclude that possibility. So the Christianity I am talking about, that is the one, or the ones, all the variations of Christianity, which claim the lie, faith alone saves not the works, because that is a man-made lie. Who start by claiming and worshipping Jesus as being the Creator, and claiming Jesus is God, because you think that together with faith alone save not the works, you think that allows you to sin all you want. After just one single confession of one single sin, then you think that it's smooth sailing rest of the way, that now there is no limitation for the degree of evil you think you are allowed to commit by your false God. That is what lies in Jesus is God. And then you say no one can live up to God, so therefore we don't have to do what Jesus told the disciples and everyone else to do. Lies, lies, lies. And then that ends up in faith alone, the lie. Faith alone saved, not the word. No, 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 no. Jesus have never said any of these things which the Christian dogma, that Christian dogma, claimed. Yet there seems to be billions of people, not millions, but billions of people who believe in that lie because they want to do evil, want to be rather, I don't say they are evil. I don't claim that all Christians are evil people. I claim that the teachings, the dogma tells all these people that they're potentially, of the potential of evil. They potentially allow them to commit any degree of evil. That is what I'm saying. Because it leaves no limitation. It says, as long as you believe that Jesus is your Savior and all those lies, and faith alone saved, not the works, as long as you believe in the dogma which tells you so, then there are no consequences. That is what it tells you. No consequences for the evil and unjust deeds you commit. And that goes against everything which Jesus said and stand for. And everything goes against everything which the Creator God, Allah, Brahman, whatever you want to call the Creator, stands for and is. So I challenge you, Christianity, who think and believe that way. With this, you cannot show me, but I say to you, show me just one single quote of Jesus which directly confirms the Christian dogma. And I do mean Jesus, and no one else but Jesus, and nothing else than quotes of the words of Jesus, and I do mean directly, literally speaking, word for word. If you cannot do that, then who is it really that you believe in instead of believing in Jesus? So I dare you, Christianity, I challenge you to show me any quotation of Jesus which directly, word for word, confirms the Christian dogma, any of the Christian dogma. Because if you say, but Jesus says that we believe, just believing, that if we believe, then we are saved. Yes, but he does not say that you should only believe. He also says that you should do the righteous works, that you should improve yourself morally. That is all Jesus is talking about. Read Matthew 25.31 to 46. Read that, where Jesus talks about Judgment Day and how he underlines that it's the righteous works, the neighborly love, done to a certain high degree, which is the condition of entering the kingdom of heaven. You should do that to a certain high degree. In other words, you need to become righteous through your righteous work, through practicing righteousness. And every time you realize that you have made a moral mistake, which is also a sin, that you have not lived up to the moral ideal of God, You should not do unto others as you would not that others should do unto you, but instead you should do unto others as you would that others should do unto you. You shall do that. Every time you realize a moral mistake in comparison with this moral ideal, then you fail morally, then you sin. And every time you manage to keep this moral ideal, then you're being righteous. That's how it should be understood. And this is exactly, that's what he tells us is exactly the opposite. The right thing, the truth. But what the Christians claim is the opposite of that. That you should not do the righteous work, that you should only believe that you automatically do the righteous works, but because you should believe that the moment you confess with your mouth that you believe that Jesus Christ is your Savior, and Jesus is God, and all these dogmatic lies, then you should believe through the lie that you walk in the Spirit of God and therefore cannot do anything wrong, or rather you will be considered, perceived in the eyes of God as being righteous, no matter what you do, no matter how evil you are, as long as you believe in the dogma. Can't you see? You ought to see the potential of evil is limitless with such a claim. And again, I do not claim that all Christians are evil people or unjust people. I have met some very nice, very well-meaning Christian people who actually try to do what Jesus told us we should do. I have met them, I have seen them, I have talked to them, I have felt them. So of course I do not claim that. But I do claim that this is not, they cannot tell others to do the same because they are bound by the lie of Christianity, the frames of Christianity. They cannot seek outside, they can only encourage people by their example, and a good example, and that is fine. Do that, please do that. But as long as you identify with the Christian dogma, you identify with a deliberate lie. And that is a fact. Because you identify with a lie which directly contradicts the words of Jesus and therefore directly oppose the will of God. So I challenge you, Christians, and the Christian dogma. Show me this. Show me where Jesus directly confirms word for word the Christian dogma. You cannot do that. So you have to ask yourself, who is it really that you believe in instead of believing in Jesus? That's all I have to say for now. Think about it. Feel it in your hearts. Listen to the common sense and logic in what I'm saying. Because I'm not speaking of myself. I'm speaking from the teachings of Jesus, whom God sent. Remember that. I'll say bye for now, my dear fellow human beings. Practice righteousness.